Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 56.8 kilograms and trains under Steve Walton out of Wolves Den. Fighting out of Perth, Western Australia, with an amateur record of 2 wins for 2 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the cage, Moses the Killmonger Deng. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 56.9 kilograms and trains under Ryan Gray out of Scrappy MMA. Fighting out of Perth, Western Australia, with an amateur record of 3 wins for 3 defeats. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Liam Hoskin!
Hoskin. It's going to be interesting to see who can impose their will here as the boys now touch him up.
And I believe Moses called Liam out after his last fight, right?
He did, he
did.
did.
The fight he asked for.
Yep. And it was actually booked a while ago and didn't come to fruition. So these boys have been looking at each other for a while.
Which is going to make for a great fight because both guys know each other's skills, their strengths, but also their weaknesses as well.
So we're seeing that beautiful jab on display early here from Moses Deng, and that wide base and smooth movement, like I mentioned in the walkouts.
He does look comfortable on the feet, Moses, but Liam also looks quite comfortable and happy to exchange with him, so it's going to be a great fight.
So both these boys residing in Perth, so I'm sure a lot of support in the building from family and friends. As we see a beautiful long right hand there from Moses Deng, just fall short.
Nice right hand there from Liam.
Stick and move from Liam Hoskin.
Great job.
There's that Josh Della boxing coming into play. Incredible to watch just how young these two are and how complete their mixed martial arts games are at such a young age.
Absolutely, and I think they're only in their early 20s and they look this good already. It's just phenomenal for Australian MMA.
Fantastic, fantastic. Outside low kick block there.
Yeah, Liam's doing a good job of cage control right now as well. Moses is doing good. He's on the outside and he lands that hit shot right there.
Yeah, one thing I did actually have written on my notes about Liam Hoskin is just he's not only got great pressure, but just intelligent pressure.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get over eager with someone with the sniper-like straight punches like Moses Deng, and you don't want to run into something. So Liam's very calculated with the way he moves forward.
Yes, he's doing a great job of corralling him against the cage, and that's that fight IQ coming out of a top gym like Scrappy MMA. You know he's going to have a high fight IQ, so that's credit to those guys there. And you see Moses there actually going for the takedown.
And of course, this fight brought to you by Proper Number 12 Irish Whiskey. No hook rear naked choke attempt. It actually looks quite close there for a second.
It does look tight.
Oh, nice.
Great job by Liam. He's had to spin his back away from Moses and get his neck out of danger there and really start hand fighting to free himself.
Yeah, great composure and technical escape there from Liam Hoskin. It would have been very easy to do the wrong thing. Beautiful entry on the double. And there's the finish.
Yeah, let's pick him up. Didn't quite get the slam, but still be able to have some success with the takedown. And can you believe, these guys are only amateurs still?
Fantastic, isn't it? You can see why the mixed martial arts leader globally, the UFC, is so invested in Australasia as a region. Obviously, our pound-for-pound king Alexander Volkanovski repping tomorrow here on the shores of Perth. And when you have talent like this at such a young age, it's very clear why they've circled it as a region that they really want to invest in. None of you boys need that stool in between rounds. You're in fantastic shape, and this was to Jack Della Maddalena as well, who's fighting in the UFC tomorrow. He said, you guys don't need that stool.
He's building them tough out there at Scrappy MMA, that's for damn sure.
Let me sit down, Ben.
Can I have a drink of water, please, Ben? No.
So back underway we go. There's that beautiful jab from Moses Killmonger Deng. Oh, that one looks like it's stinging a little bit.
Yeah, nice little calf kick there.
Oh!
Moses having success now with the hands. He's looking good. He's looking sharp. He may have made little adjustments that he needed to have made after the first round. Liam's still doing a good job of cutting that cage off.
Beautiful slip back into that left hook too there from Killmonger. Really found his range here at the in the opening minute of round 2.
Yeah, he has. And sometimes that's all you need is that little break between rounds to really reassess what happened in your mind and go over it and come up with a different sort of strategy.
Curious to see if Liam Hoskin thinks about a shot here, as things perhaps not going the way he was hoping on the feet.
Yeah, especially at the end of that last round, having some success there with taking his back and landing some good ground and pound.
Yeah, he has shown off some really nice takedown entries across his career so far, Liam Hoskin, so I would expect to perhaps see another one shortly. Oh, flips the script, and Killmonger. Beautiful entry onto the hips, and you know, I guess that's one of the things that you've got to be careful about when you're really putting that full pressure on you. Your opponent can time a shot underneath, just like we saw there, Kyle.
Yeah, and it was perfectly timed by Killmonger as well. And that's the beauty of being a striker, so people don't expect it as much either when you shoot on someone. So Liam may get a little bit more comfortable on the feet and thought that Moses wouldn't take him down, which allowed that timing to be perfect on that double leg beam.
And fantastic technical get-up, sorry, there. Liam Hoskin, and again, Moses Deng finds his way back onto the hips with a little bit more of a high-impact slam here, but great work from Liam Hoskin to find the fence and get back to his feet. But Killmonger really turning things up here in round 2.
Yeah, he's really mixing it up now. I mean, it's going to make Killmonger better on the feet as well, because now Liam has to worry about his takedowns, where he probably going into this fight, he probably didn't worry about him or think about him as much. Now that's another thing he has to adjust to in the fight. As we see him now back against the cage, he's doing a great job of hand fighting, looking for that underhook there. So be careful not to put his neck in a bad position. I'm sure he's aware of it. Awesome job there fishing for an underhook, being able to get his hips out of the way and move completely off the cage.
Incredible back and forth fight between these two flyweight prospects, 22 and 24 respectively, so the future is bright irrespective of the result tonight. Really impressed with the offensive wrestling from Moses Deng. It's not really something that we've seen a whole lot in his fights to date, as we see a nice right hand sticks from Liam Hoskin.
Yeah, Liam's still back with that pressure though, still trying to look for that takedown. Moses sort of reading a little bit better now, but Liam's relentless now to get that takedown still.
Just to clap us in for the third and final round.
And Islam had the audacity to say Australians didn't have wrestling, Daniel.
Unbelievable, Mr. Note. I've seen you wrestle before.
Very rarely. Yeah, nice overhand there.
So on the Kyle Noak unofficial scorecard, what are we looking at? 1-1?
I've just been enjoying this fight. I don't know who's up, actually. I give it one each, one per round, one each. It's quite an entertaining fight, though.
Incredibly technical battle here. Nice left hook. Lances Liam Hoskin.
The Matador.
I like the swag of Moses Deng.
Yeah, he's starting to relax a lot more in there. He's landing a lot more shots, and you can see that he's just getting a lot more comfortable in there. You can see that in his strikes.
He's feeling himself here on the feet tonight.
Well, both of them should take down at the same time.
The old double shot.
Nice quick little kick there.
So that smooth movement of Moses Deng, thwarting any potential grappling exchange on the fence there, and again a double shot call.
Yeah, and you see Moses really found his rhythm now. As soon as I say that, he gets hit with the hand, but he seems to be waiting for Liam just to charge in. When he does, he cuts at angle, gets off angle, and able to land his own shots. I don't know why I said everything twice, but I'm mumbling and stuttering.
That's all right, that's all right. We've got a long night. So just past the halfway point now of the third and final round. Like that calf kick didn't feel particularly well on Moses Deng.
I was about to mention that as well, sort of spun him around, almost turning him all the way around.
Nice shot there as he gets the hips, turns it into the belt, into the suplex, and we'll see Liam Hoskin end up in turtle position here.
Yeah, great timing again by Moses. Really impressed with Moses' timing on his takedowns in this fight. He's had quite success rate. I'd love to see the stats on how many shots he's had, how many he's got down, taken, how many he's succeeded with.
Again, a nice technical get up there from Liam Hoskin. But as far as the weight in the judge's eyes, that's not. It's a purely defensive grappling on display here in this last couple of rounds.
It is. Even though Moses is on the back foot, he's still winning the majority of the exchanges with Liam right now.
And here we go. In on a nice single leg here, but some nice defense from Moses Deng. He taps the body there. A couple of shots to the head. Let's see if Liam Hoskin can potentially get a finish here. In a bit of an awkward position, but it looks like he's got both legs wrapped. Potential fence grab there from Moses Deng as our referee slaps that hand away.
Moses Deng almost went for a shoulder right there. As he grabs the fence again, Daniel.
Yeah, that's...
I don't think the ref's going to take a point maybe or warn him.
This could be interesting.
It's a bad spot to warn him.
Stand up? No. So he takes the position away from the fence grab.
Wow. I'm not sure I agree with the rest decision.
Okay, that was... I can see Ryan Gray in the corner for Liam Hoskin going absolutely berserk. That was not ideal.
Yeah, with good reason too. Liam was in a great position on top.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Judge 1 scores the fight 29-28 to the blue corner. Judge 2 scores the fight 29-28 to the red corner. And Judge 3 scores the fight 29-28 for your winner via split decision in the blue corner,